I am ready to go live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My name is Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please. This is the Tuesday night live stream. How are you? Me? Thank you for asking. I am a bit rushed. It was sort of a busy day today. So busy, I forgot to create this stream until about 10 minutes ago. Usually, I like to schedule a stream in advance, create a thumbnail for it, let people know I'm going to go live. And I did not do that till about 10 minutes ago. So, yeah. But how are you? I can't hear what you're saying. So I'm going to wait just a minute for people to come into the chat. I'm not sure exactly if anybody's watching. I suppose I should cut over there. All right, let's check the chat. I waited long enough. All right, let's see who our medalists are today. Congratulations. Noah is back on top, our gold medalist for the day. You know, he trains so hard. It's so admirable. The effort, the amount, it exhausts me to see him training so hard. And I appreciate the effort. Noah, you are today's gold medalist. Welcome. All right. Next, we have our silver medalist, and it is Caitlin. 16 days until her trip. Wow. Very cool. And today's bronze medalists, D&G Explorers. How are you guys? If you didn't see the Pepper Tree Villa live stream last night, we did the Taste of Fall. I think that's what it was called. Autumn? Fall. I think it was fall, where we were trying a bunch of mostly pumpkin spice flavored things that we picked up at the store. And it was great fun, as it always is. Those shows are so much fun to be a part of. And it's fun to prepare for, too. It's enjoyable to try to find those items. I try to find, ones that are not everybody else is going to have. That, and I don't live real close to a Trader Joe's, so it's just going to happen that way anyway. But I'm also vegan/vegetarian, more vegetarian, and so not vegan at all. But there were some items that I tried last night that fit that description, some plant-based yogurt alternatives, and what was it? Super coffee or something like that. I don't remember. But it was great fun. And check that out. Go to Pepper Tree Villa's channel. And check out the show from last night. It was great fun. I mention it because in a little bit, I'm going to try the things we did not have time to get to last night. So I won't do it for long, but I have some stuff. Mar in Memphis, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. I just lost everything. My mom is here. Hello, Mom. I'll be talking more about her and something she sent me in just a little bit. Rob Fuzz is here. Yeah, she just got the notice because I just made the stream. And then there's Pepper Tree Villa. Welcome, guys. We also have Candy Mom. Good to see you as well. Thank you so much for being here. MGM Family Travel. Good to see you as well. Thank you very much. I'm wearing it for a reason because it has to do with my top 15 list today. So there's always a reason. There's a reason for everything I do. I wish that were true. I'm usually flying by the seat of my pants. Uber Wisdom Videos. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, thank you for finding this because I just made it. Car Key is here. Thank you so much for finding this. It was a last minute. I forgot to schedule it. And so thanks. Thanks for being by your device and seeing that there was a stream going on. Where are we? Oh, Disney nerd herders are here.
Nerds!
There it is. Thanks, guys, for being here. Charlie, I know you texted me yesterday, and I will reply to you. And Gregory, I believe you texted me today as well, and I will reply to you. I did get your messages, and have not. I didn't mean to ignore you. It just happened that way. Sorry, but I will respond. I got your messages, so forgive me. Candy Mom with a $1.99 super chat. Pumpkin toilet paper classic. I cannot take credit for that. That was all Pepper Tree Villa. That they didn't eat it, of course. A couple things at the end of the show was inedible, some hand sanitizer, and some pumpkin spice scented toilet paper, which was fun to see. Where does one get that? Cynthia, thank you so much for that. Buffalo Bills are on TV right now on a Tuesday. Are you sure? Tony, Phantasmic Chronicles, welcome in. Keith, BDF, good to see you as well. Rob did get the notice. All right. Thanks, everybody. I think I'm there. Keith says, I'm starting 3 months early, celebrating my 12th anniversary as a member of YouTube. Holy moly. Happy anniversary, Keith. James Ryan, good to see you. Kay Atwood, thank you so much for being here. All right, let's get to it. I don't know what this was. As I mentioned last night, that's right, Mara. Last night was the taste and smells of fall. Pepper Tree Villa, we did the taste of fall, and I have some things left over. We just didn't get to them. So here we go. I'm not going to dilly-dally much, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I do have 4 items, at least 4, that are around here. So let's go to it. Here's 2 of them right now. I forgot to bring this out. I left this in the refrigerator. Both of these items, actually. This is a pumpkin pie hard cider. And Thomas's pumpkin spice English muffins. All right, so let's get these. All right. Full disclosure, I've already tried this. I've had it. Now, I'm not a huge drinker, and I've had hard cider in the past before, and I'll be honest, it tastes like it tastes kind of champagne-y-ish. I just coined that term to me. So it's weird. The first time I tried a hard cider, it tasted kind of like champagne to me, and so did this. Dilly. Not a ton of pumpkin spice flavor in this. It's it's the carbonation that's most prominent. Blaine, welcome in. It's not my favorite. The other one I tried, and I don't remember what it was. I think it was just your standard hard apple cider. And I imagine that's what this is. I don't know what else is in it. They may have thrown in some nutmeg or whatever, but there's not much to this. It's not bad. Next, as you saw, we had the pumpkin spice English muffins. So just before the show, as I was running around with like a chicken with its head cut off, I popped some English muffin in the toaster oven there, and well, here it is. Buttered, vegan butter. Oh. I didn't see it, but I'm imagining there was a giant string of saliva hanging from my mouth there for a second. Richard, welcome in. That's wonderful. That's great. If I weren't the only one here and live streaming, I would devour that whole thing right now. And let's be honest, I will probably pick at it. I'm going to take another bite. Very good. There's people at the Bills game. No, I know you're lying. That's wonderful. I'm going to have more of that. I'm glad I have a whole package of those. Those are great. Dilly dilly. Next, a cereal. And this is what I put an image of these on my thumbnail that nobody saw because I just made it before the show. Pumpkin spice frosted mini wheats. I'll bet these are wonderful. Just going to crack these open. Oh, it's on CBS. Okay, CBS doesn't. They don't cover the NFL. Yeah, they do. I'm just kidding. All right. Let's see. Okay. Just a few, just a couple. Just want to try it. All right, that's good. All right. Let's see. Almond milk. All right. I'm excited about this. Yeah, those are good. Those are good. Yeah. Here's what's next. There we go. I'm going to take advantage of my multi-camera setup here. There it is. Pumpkin spice Cheerios. I'm going to eat more of the frosted mini wheats now. Very good. I need a new bowl. So I have another bowl. All right. I'm sure everybody's seen these. These have been out for a while. Welcome in to the Doofily crew. Let's see. This is great. This is the taste of fall on double time. Sped up just a little bit. Now, I like most things that are pumpkin spice. I like that. I like pumpkin spice stuff. So, and Cheerios are just bland enough to be able to accommodate any flavor they add to it. So I'm guessing this is going to be as I expect it to be. All right. Spoon. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Anybody ever see the tick? Spoon. If you've never seen the tick, I guess you wouldn't know that. And I don't know if they used that catchphrase. He tried to come up with a catchphrase, and spoon was the one he came up. That was from the cartoon back 20 years ago or whenever it was on. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Okay. Cheerios. Cereal tastes better in a mug. In an Orlando guy mug, I would imagine. Mm-hmm. And what goes better with pumpkin spice Cheerios than pumpkin pie hard cider? Okay, so far so good. Everything. I have one more thing. Actually, two, but there I go again. I have two things. One is oatmeal, which I didn't prepare. It's instant oatmeal. I have it, but I didn't prepare it, and I'm not going to eat it dry. The last thing, this was on the clearance bin at Publix. This is Lenny and Larry's plant-based pumpkin spice, the complete cookie. So it's plant-based, 10 grams of fiber. I've seen these. I don't know if I've ever had one. It's certainly not pumpkin spice. So I don't, because it's plant-based, there's a high chance, high probability that this is, well, it feels pretty good. It looks pretty good. That's huge. I'm going to put most of it back in the package and just break a piece off. Welcome into Mouse Talk. Thank you for being here. All right, here we go. No, those were pumpkin spice Cheerios, yes. This cookie is not bad. Now, if I ever crave cookies, I'm going to want straight up chocolate chip cookies. It's hard to beat a good chocolate chip cookie. This, you know, it's plant-based, so they're trying to trying to make a healthier product, a dessert without animal products. So as far as that goes, not bad. Not bad. Would a normal like sugar cookie that had a bit of pumpkin spice in it be better? Yeah, probably. Well, Richard, not tasteless and not horribly dry either. It's not bad. It's better than I thought it would be. Is that it? That's it. Thank you for your indulgence. That wasn't for you. That was for me. I was just hungry and wanted an excuse to eat on the show. All right. Oh, I'll wait. It's so good, though. For a moment, I forgot you guys were here. Okay. I got some mail this week. It was from my mom. She sent me a Disney surprise, and it's right back there. It's over my shoulder. Do you see it? Let's see. It came in this box, and the box opens up like a coffin, sort of. So you can see where it rested in there. And it is that jar. This is this holds the spirit of the Hatbox Ghost. And when you press on the lid, it makes it rotates 3 different sounds. So I'll do this once here.
Be sure to bring your death certificate.
Kind of cool. From the ride. And if you turn it around and press the top, it lights up and the Hatbox Ghost is inside.
Family, friends, next of kin, summon a spirit from the mansion. Ghoulies travel from near and far, all invited to reside in a jar.
Well, that's new dialogue. And there's one more, I believe. Oh, the music. Yes. Very cool. I like this a lot. So, Mom, thank you again. This is very cool. And timely and seasonal. Okay. Oh, sorry. Off the mic. And that's it. So those three sounds, I like that. I like this very much. Thanks, Mom. Oh, I never heard that laugh before. Could you hear that? Very neat. Oh, you know what? I didn't introduce today's guest. You have seen today's in-studio guest in films such as Onward and trailers for the movie Onward. Let's welcome today the dad from Onward. Welcome in. I'm going to ask you to keep it down, though, if you wouldn't mind. All right. Thanks for being here. All right. What else? Let's get to my top 15 list. Today's top 15 list. I don't know. There's really no rhyme or reason why I come up with a particular topic on a particular day. But this just struck me. I knew of some of these, some I had to look up, but and I hope they're all accurate. What I'm talking about, and I hope I have the right. There it is. I thought today we'd count down some very cool Easter eggs that are found at Walt Disney World, and I think they're all at the parks. Now, Easter eggs, if you're unfamiliar, are surprises that you would find in movies. Quite often have Easter eggs where the director will hide a sight gag or something, whether it's a nod to another movie or just something else. So what's on my list today, Melissa, welcome in, is a list of things that are callbacks to old rides or dates. You'll see. Do I remember the order that I put things in? I do not. So this is in no particular order, really, except I put three of them together in the middle because there's a similarity. But Keith, thank you so much for being here. So let's get into it. So at number 15, let me scoot over. Number 15. Okay. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea used to be in Fantasyland over there, where the Little Mermaid in Winnie the Pooh and Storybook Circus kind of over there. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea took up a lot of real estate in the park, and it was expensive to run, and Disney got rid of that ride. It was a sort of a submarine ride. The submarine ride vehicle was the Nautilus from the movie. And in the queue for the new, or well, not so new anymore, for the Little Mermaid ride, in the stone, you can see the Nautilus. So eagle-eyed guests of the park can spot that as they're waiting in line or walking in to the ride. Also, there is a Nautilus in the tree in the Winnie the Pooh dark ride across the way. I don't have a picture of that, though. But I thought that was pretty cool. I have seen this. While I was at the park. I knew to look for it, and somebody pointed it out to me because I think I had to ask, where is this? And I think a cast member showed me. But I don't know if I've ever seen the one in the tree, but I've read about it. I saw that it is actually a thing. It's so multiple sources told me it exists. Cargo, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Yeah. But that's very cool. All right. Number 14 on my list of Easter eggs that you can find in the parks at Walt Disney World. Okay. So there are Easter eggs galore when it comes to the Imagineers that created all of these rides. And quite often you will see names that may not ring a bell or images of people that you're not familiar with, but they are, a lot of these are Imagineers that designed and built these rides or restaurants or whatever. For example, at Casey's Corner, there's a picture of a baseball team, and those are actually all Imagineers, for example. The tombstones at Haunted Mansion have names of Imagineers on them. This is a portrait of the story behind Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is, I wrote it down. Barnabas T. Bullion is the proprietor of the mining company that is mining Big Thunder Mountain, and his portrait is on the wall somewhere in the cube. I don't recall it, but it is a portrait of Imagineer Bill Baxter. So I thought that was pretty cool. He's got a name. He's playing a character in this attraction. That was pretty neat. Again, I've never seen it. For all I know, whoever posted this online made this up. So there's a chance it's false. Let's go with it, though. Let's say it's true. Next, number 13 on the list of Easter eggs found at the Walt Disney World parks. Okay. Frozen Ever After in the Norway Pavilion at Epcot replaced a ride called Maelstrom. We all know this. And you would think that Maelstrom, there are no remnants of the ride any longer. I mean, they even blocked off where the rocks used to open up and the ride vehicles used to poke out from the cliff wall or whatever it is. As it turns out, there are puffins, and I know they're hard to see here in this image, so I tried to put an arrow here. This over here on this side of the screen with the polar bear, that's Maelstrom. So there was a polar bear. There are some puffins there. I don't know if you can see it, but right above the E in the word frozen, they're there, the puffins. Well, Imagineers took those puffins, those very puffins, and they put them in Frozen Ever After. So after you see the big snow monster, Marshmallow or whatever he's called, and you go down the hill, the thrill of that ride, or one of the thrills really, and you come into Arendelle, and on the right, you will see those puffins, and so they're right there as well. So I thought that was pretty neat. I didn't know about that. Now I do. Now I'm going to look for it next time I'm there. So yeah, a bit of Maelstrom lives in Frozen Ever After. Number 12 on my list of Easter eggs that you can find at the Disney parks in Walt Disney World. This is in Journey into Imagination with Figment. In the ride, I think it's by the audio portion of the ride where you can hear things. There are doors with names on them, and this one says Dean Finder, and it is a nod to the original occupant of the ride, the Dream Finder, in the original Journey into Imagination ride. Now, I'll be honest, never a fan of Dreamfinder. I don't know if that's an unpopular Disney opinion, but he always looked off to me. That beard never looked real. It looks like somebody's in disguise. Never a fan. Something sketchy about Dreamfinder. And I must not have been alone because they got rid of him. Dreamfinder no longer exists in Epcot, except here in the current Journey into Imagination ride. You will see a door with Dean Finder on there. And that's a nod to the Dream Finder. All right. We are cooking with gas. I'm getting through this so quickly. I may not go an hour, and I'll tell you why. I'm very tired. But this is fun. I'm having fun, and now my belly's full. I just want to take a nap now. Number 11 on my list of Easter eggs. Okay, the next few have to do with dates, dates of notable dates in history. On Space Mountain, you will see this logo, Starport 75. And 75 is a reference to 1975, the year Space Mountain opened in the Magic Kingdom. Space Mountain in the Magic Kingdom is the first Space Mountain to have opened. And I believe it opened in Disneyland in 77, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be. So when you see Starport 75, that is a nod to 1975, the year the ride opened. So you're not going to see Starport 75 in Anaheim, but you will in Walt Disney World. Number 10, we're in the top 10 now. It must be another date one. I just don't remember what it is. Okay. In Storybook Circus, there is a splash area called Casey Jr.'s Splash and Soak Station. And on there, or in there, there's a train of sorts with train cars or carts. And on each cart, and I know this, it's impossible to see in this picture, there are numbers on there. One says 77, one says 89. This one says 82. And then there's another cart not in this picture that says 98. And those are references to when each of the Walt Disney World theme parks opened. So what did I say? 77? I'm at 71. So that's 71. That says that's the 89. So 71 is Magic Kingdom opened in 1971. 89 is when Hollywood Studios opened, MGM Studios rather. 82 is when Epcot opened, and the other one, 98, is when Animal Kingdom opened. So that's pretty neat too. Number 9 is another date Easter egg you will find in the parks. This is on the Slinky Dog Dash ride. Again, probably difficult to see, but this is a box for a Tyrannosaurus Rex toy. It's a giant one. You go buy it in the ride vehicle, the roller coaster. Right at the beginning, right at the very beginning, it's on the left. And on the box is a price tag for Al's Toy Barn. And on there, it says 11, 22, and then the price is $19.95. That is a reference to November 22nd, 1995, when Toy Story was released in theaters for the first time. What is this? I thought 71 was for the year Jim was born. It is. I didn't want to be selfish, so I made up the story about the Magic Kingdom. Yes, I thought I said that. That's right. Yes, part of the 71 Club. So that's pretty neat. There are other Easter eggs in this ride as well in the queue, I think. But this is the one I frankly, I found a good picture of. So November 22nd, 1995. And 95 makes other appearances in Pixar films, for example. Lightning McQueen is 95. His number is 95 because that's when Toy Story was released. Maybe you knew that. Did you know that? No, tight-lipped, huh? All right. Tina, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, Ron did a whole video on Toy Story area Easter eggs. Very cool. I will be checking that out. Let's go to number 8 on my list of Easter eggs found in the Walt Disney World parks. Okay. In Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, in the watering hole known as Oga's Cantina, there is a disc jockey, a DJ, and his name is Rex. Well, Rex is formerly from the original Star Tours. I couldn't think of the name for a second. So before C-3PO was your Star Tours pilot, R3X was your pilot. And they replaced him with C-3PO. And when Star Wars Galaxy's Edge was being conceived, they brought Rex, now DJ Rex, back, was originally voiced by Paul Reubens of Pee Wee Herman fame and is still voiced by Paul Reubens. So that's very cool. Also, there's actually a backstory about why Rex is now on Batu, which is the planet where Galaxy's Edge takes place, or it's supposed to be Batu, whatever. As it turns out, he was a pilot. He was a droid pilot. I just read this. I'm going to try to remember it. I probably won't go into great detail. He was a droid pilot. He crash landed on Batu. He was reprogrammed by the guy that reprograms droids on Batu. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. And he was given to Oga, who runs Oga's Cantina, to pay off a debt. So now Rex is a reprogrammed pilot that is now a DJ in a bar on Batu. So how about that? So that's him before, and that's him now. All right. Used to be his number was like RX24 or something like that. No, that's a prescription. R something like that. And then I think they wanted to give him a name. I think they wanted to call him Rex, so they came up with R3X. And there's probably a reprogramming story involved in there somewhere too. What's next? Number 7 on my list of Easter eggs on my list. I said that weird. Okay. In the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, there are a bunch of Easter eggs that refer to episodes of the original Twilight Zone series. And one of the ones I got a kick out of was this pair of glasses that are a nod to an episode of the Twilight Zone series, season 1, episode 8, if I recall. And I just read about it maybe 45 minutes ago. The episode is called Time Enough at Last. And Burgess Meredith is the survivor. If I remember this correctly, he survives an apocalypse, and he's the only one left on the planet. He wears these very thick glasses. And if I remember, he's kind of a jerk. And he's super glad that he's the only one left on the planet. Selfish guy. So he comes and he loves to read, and he comes across the remains of a library. So he is spoilers, by the way. I'm going to ruin the episode, but I want to explain these broken glasses. What makes this, what gives it the Twilight Zone twist ending that Rod Serling wrote is that he comes across all these books that he has all the time in the world to read. The love of his life is reading, and then his glasses break and they shatter, and he is unable to use them. So he has all these books all the time in the world, and he can't do anything about it because his glasses are now shattered. So these broken glasses, which you can find on a stack of books in front of a row of encyclopedias, remember those? So that's in the queue of the ride. I don't know if it's in the TV where you watch the pre-show for the ride. I don't think it's in there. I don't recall. But I need to pay attention and find this next time I'm there. Other nods to the original Twilight Zone series are a ventriloquist's dummy. You will see that. What else did I read about? A bunch of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Look it up yourself. Why am I burdened with that? I'm kidding. I just don't remember. I'm a poor host. Number 6 on my list of Easter eggs you may find at the Walt Disney World parks. In Liberty Square, in this window, you will see 2 lanterns. And this is a reference to the Midnight Ride of Paul Revere. Lanterns in the window was a signal of how the British were coming, I think. 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. And when they say by sea, they meant a river. So if there was 1 lantern in the window, they were going to march into town, And if there were two lanterns, they were coming down the river. And so this is a nod to the two lamps. And I'll be honest, I have never paid attention to this in Liberty Square. But again, in researching this top 15 list, that's the first thing I want to do when I get to Liberty Square is see these lanterns in there to make sure they're still there. Frankly, I don't know. I don't even know if they still have these here. There's there's another thing on my list like that. I'm not sure if it's still there, but we'll see. Number 5, and I love Liberty Square. That's my favorite land in Magic Kingdom. Number 5. Okay. There used to be a ride in the Magic Kingdom called the Snow White's Scary Adventures. It's no longer there. It's still in Anaheim, but it's no longer in the Magic Kingdom. Instead, we have a Snow White themed ride called Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. So now in its place, in the original Snow White Dark ride, in its place is I think it's a princess meet and greet or something like that. So there is a bit of that ride left over, and you can find it in the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. So these vultures, the two maleficent vultures, or maybe they just they weren't hers, but they did they get her at the end? I don't remember now. Anyway, let's say they're not hers. They're just vultures. They're just hanging around, waiting for their opportunity. So the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train put these two original vultures from the ride. They are now outside. You can see them outside. I think they're there. I think they're still there. So you can see these. You don't have to go into the ride to see those vultures, but they are the original vultures from the Snow White's Scary Adventures. So that's pretty cool. I had heard about that before. Moving on. Number 4 on my list of Easter eggs in the parks. The next two are involve Mr. Toad. When you exit the Haunted Mansion. Oh, wait a minute. Maleficent is from Sleeping. Thank you, Cargo. What am I thinking of? Oh, that's a raven. Yes. What am I thinking of? Oh, it's the witch. I'm going to move on. I'm embarrassing myself, but thank you, Cargo, for setting the record straight. Where was I? Mr. Toad. Okay, so when you exit the Haunted Mansion, there is a pet cemetery that will be on your left. And once upon a time, much like the Snow White ride in the Magic Kingdom, there used to be a Mr. Toad's ride not too far away. Well, that was replaced by the Winnie the Pooh ride. The Mr. Toad ride is still in Anaheim, but there is no Mr. Toad's Wild Ride in the Magic Kingdom. So what Imagineers did is they put a little Mr. Toad statue in the pet cemetery that you can see when you enter the Haunted Mansion. You can see it as well. So that's a nod to Mr. Toad and his former presence in the park. Number 3 is also a Mr. Toad Easter egg. And you can find this one in the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I think that's what the ride is called. I'm just going to go with that. So as you're going through, and in, I think it's Owl's house or whatever, on the wall, you can see this picture of Mr. Toad handing over the deed to, I guess, where the ride is housed, to Owl. And that's a reference to Mr. Toad no longer owns that place. Now Winnie the Pooh and that cast of characters does. So that's kind of a cute Easter egg, and I enjoy that one. And I think I have seen this on the ride. I think I knew about this, and I just don't do this ride very often. Now I don't remember. Russ, welcome in. Are we looking at pumpkin spiced Easter eggs? Not quite. Number 2 on my list of Easter eggs that you can find in the Walt Disney World parks. This is a brand new one. Well, relatively brand new. It's on the new ride called Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway that you can find in Hollywood Studios. And this is in the Chinese theater where the great movie ride used to be. And there are actually 3 Easter eggs in this ride that are a nod to the great movie ride. One of them, there's, I don't want to spoil anything, so I don't think I can say what they are without, if people don't want to have the ride ruined. I want to be mindful of that. So there's a mailbox. I'll say that. Okay. And then there's this poster, which is somewhere in the ride. I won't say where, but it is a ride for something called the Great Moving Ride. And it appears as though there are a bunch of characters riding an escalator, as if it's a show or a, again, I don't want to say too much about the ride for those that haven't ridden it and don't want to have it spoiled. I'll just say this is a nod to the great movie ride that is currently in Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And I'm glad they do stuff like this. The number one Easter egg for what you can find in the Walt Disney World parks. I don't know if this is an Easter egg or it's just something kind of cool. I'm going to say it's not, but I like it. Cinderella Fountain. All right. So this is, you can see this when you go through the castle and you're going from the front of the park to the back of the park. So you're going toward the carousel. And this will be on your left. It's Cinderella Fountain. I think that's what it's called. I don't know if it has an official name, but that's Cinderella. She's looking down at these mice. There's water pouring out from here. And then there's a wall behind her. And it's, it's a neat little statue of Cinderella. But if you line her up just right, there is a crown on the wall behind her that you can see here. And the story goes that this is for kids to see. So this, if you're shorter, if you're standing in the right place, you can line it up so the crown looks like it's resting on Cinderella's head to show you that to show her as the princess that she really is. Again, it's part of the wall behind her. It's painted on there. But I have taken that picture before where it looks, make it look like there's a crown on her head. Again, I don't know if that's an Easter egg per se. But here on the More Sunshine Please Tuesday night live stream, we play fast and loose with facts and definitions, and it's all good here. So let's say this is an Easter egg, and that's it. Or cargo height. Your words, not mine. What is it? It's $7.50 a boot. Yes, cargo. I said a boot. I think I'm going to wrap it up there. I wouldn't mind cutting this short a little bit. And I've been staring at the rest of that English muffin, the pumpkin spiced English muffin. And I'm hungry. Okay, so let's do this. Let's say thank you to Dean from The Live Place. TheLivePlace.com is your family-friendly one-stop shop for, well, it is family-friendly, but it also lists a bunch of family-friendly live streams. Not just Disney, but other stuff too. And Dean just hosted, sponsored, if you will, a week of movie-themed live streams that we all did. And you can go to his, if that thing floats your boat, you can go to theliveplace.com and search. There's a drop-down menu for movie-themed live streams, and I think he's got them all there. I think they're still there. You have a good night as well, Cargo. Thank you for setting me straight and being here. Coming up at 8 o'clock, I believe they're doing a show tonight, is Mouse Talk. Melissa and Walt, and they were here earlier, and always a great time. Please visit Mouse Talk. I'm cutting it short tonight so you have time to go to the bathroom before Mouse Talk begins. Disanity begins. So you're welcome. Next, Vipree Project tonight, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. They're a great family, and they put together a great live stream. Good show. That's tonight at 9 after Mouse Talk. Disney Nerd Herders. Where's my nerds? Wednesday night live stream, and awesome family, awesome live stream. Always coming up with something fun. And today I watched parts 1 and 2 of day 4 of their trip to Walt Disney World, their most recent trip. And I was at work when I watched it, and I wasn't signed in to YouTube, so I couldn't post a comment. But I'm going to go back and post a comment. I'm in part 2. Followed by D&G Explorers on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And they do cruising and Disney live streams. I think this week is a Disney live stream. And they are awesome. My oldest YouTube friends. I think they're the first connection I made on YouTube in this Disney community. Shelly Starwalker, welcome in. What else we got? Rob Fuzz. He was here earlier. And he was part of the Pepper Tree Villa. Oh, wait. Live stream last night, The Taste of Fall, where we tasted all these pumpkin spice flavored things. So much fun. Again, check out the Pepper Tree Villa live stream from last night. Great fun. That's right, Charlie. We flew the Falcon. Good times. Bob and Ashley on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, unless they're at the parks now. And then it might be earlier on Sundays, 2 o'clock, 10 a.m., whenever. But normally, when they're at home, it's 7 p.m. Eastern. And they're great people as well. And then Pete McDivitt, who had an epic live stream where he talked about his trials and tribulations. And I've heard that term, but I couldn't define tribulation for you. Anyway, it was touching. It was moving. It was he led us through his whole ordeal. It was amazing, and glad he's doing better. Not out of the woods 100%. Blake, welcome in, but he's on all the time, and he's such a good host. So check out Pete Sundays, Thursdays, Mondays. Whenever there's a football game on, he's probably live streaming. Pepper Tree Villa. Go back and watch their show from yesterday because I was on it. Whatever. Just watch them every Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. They're a bit later because they're on the West Coast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm going to cut it short. 7:53. That's pretty good. That's 53 minutes. I'll be back next week, 7 p.m. I will try to schedule this sooner to let people know I'm going live. I did it at about 6:50 today, so not a lot of not a lot of warning. Okay, I'll stop flapping my gums, and I'm going to eat my English muffin. Thank you so much, everybody. Ending broadcast. I'll see you next week. So long.